Hey, what's up, Fizz Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for stopping by this week. We're getting caught up, y'all. Summer is almost officially over. The official last day of summer is September 21st, and I am pleased to announce that we are gonna make it, y'all. Today is the last review of our summer 2023 series. We did it. This one technically came out in the spring, and I'm not sure if it's just a summer flavor or if it's gonna hang around for a while because it just feels very summery. Now, this one kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people, myself included. I didn't find out about this until somewhere around June. I saw it at a Dollar General store. I was intrigued. I grabbed it. It's been in my fridge for about 2 months, and now it's ready for you. This week, we're reviewing Royal Crown Cola's Berries and Cream flavor. So after the wild runaway success of Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream, which released earlier this year, card above my head in case you haven't seen it yet, I was actually kind of surprised to see just how few companies actually tried to get in on that market. And honestly, RC was the last soda I ever expected to go for it. But as I said, I was at a local Dollar General sometime in either late May or early June, and I saw this and I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here, y'all. And I gotta say, RC Cola does not get the love that I think it deserves. It gets slept on a lot, and it's unfortunate because they actually do have a pretty good soda. Can it compete with Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream? Well, if you've been watching the channel long enough, you know there's only one way to find out, so it's time to go ahead and just pop the top, give it the old sniff test, and just see how it compares. Let's do it. Always gonna love that sound. Whoa, okay, that is a blast of fruity flavor, like a nondescript fruit candy. It's definitely not strawberry, but it is quite pleasant. It's not quite as blatant or in your face as the Strawberries and Cream flavor, but it is noticeable. A little bit more vague, but y'all know that's about all the farther the sniff test is gonna get us. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and grab our trusty glass with ice, give it the old pour, and go for it. Okay. So this is your typical caramel coloring of a cola. It does have sort of like a reddish tint to it, which the same was true in the Strawberries and Cream Dr. Pepper, if I remember correctly. So I don't think I would call this a Dr. Pepper imitator, but it's definitely Dr. Pepper inspired. So y'all know what comes next. There's only one way to really see what's going on here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and toss it back. Here's to you. Okay, this is a little bit more vague than I thought it would be. Like, I have no idea what kind of berry I'm tasting. It's more of like a nondescript mix of berries. It actually has kind of a cotton candy aftertaste to it. And the cream isn't so much a cream flavor as more of a sort of light vanilla flavor. And it's kind of underneath of a mishmash of berries. And obviously you have the classic RC Cola taste that's just kind of the main part of this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a bit of a hard time pinpointing exactly what this tastes like. It's its own unique flavor, but it doesn't really deviate all that far from the classic RC Cola taste. Like, it's just kind of like got some light flavoring to it. The scent of it is kind of stronger than the taste of it. Kind of interesting, yeah. Okay, so what do I think? I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of confuses me a little bit. Like, the flavoring is almost too vague. It's like more of a mystery flavor than a defined flavor, if that makes any sense. Like, there is an element of berry flavoring there, and the berry flavoring overpowers any type of cream-related flavor handily. And it's just kind of sitting right on top of the classic RC Cola flavor. So it almost feels like a classic case of they wanted to try to do something new, but they didn't want to get too adventurous with it because they didn't want to overdo it. So they played it safe and ended up with something that was kind of interesting, but not awesome, if that makes any sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this. It does taste pretty good, but it doesn't overwhelm my senses like Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream did. I really hate to say it because it sounds negative and I don't mean it to be, but yeah, it kind of does taste like the dollar store version of Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream. And like I said, I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. I just mean it in the sense of it could have tried a little bit harder to be a little bit more unique. But as it currently stands, there's nothing in it that specifically drives me to want more of it. And if it ever disappears from the shelves, it may take me a while to notice. I know that sounds horrible and harsh, but unfortunately that's just kind of where it stands. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed by it by any means, but I do feel like RC could have gone a little farther with this, and maybe in the future they should. But for what it's worth, I do like it. All right, Fizz Nation, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for putting up with us this summer. Thank you so much for being patient as it took us forever to get through all these flavors. I got a couple of rarities and oddities and an international flavor coming your way in the next couple of weeks. So if you like this content and want to see more like it, including those, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications for the future videos. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help the channel out a lot more than you know. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up on the front porch. You guys have yourselves a great week, and we will see you next time.